Ladies and gentlemen!
Oh! Like a fist! Hit him with the fireball. Hit him with this before, dog.
She hits his shoulder! Oh! Canadian Destroyer off the top!
She's going to the top, guys!
Nice!
Super cold red from the top. Now she's up the top. She hits this, it's over.
Oh, that's it. Violets. I like violets. You know I am.
Oh, shit, violence!
Oh, did you hear that?
Yes, he threw the trash can right off Jordan Jenkins' head.
Did you hear that?
What? Oh, shit! What a super kick! Yeah! Zay Gage just took IK3's head off! Oh, what a shot! This is Joey Owens' show! They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on! So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match!
Okay, let's go with.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, Monday, May 11th, 2026. I'm Gonzo, joined by OG Tony and Marcus Fine. How's it going, guys?
Doing good.
Doing great, man. After a great weekend at Indiana PopCon, Marcus will go down the numbers. He's got the numbers written down, how many matches and everything that we saw. So we'll be talking about that a lot here in just a little bit. But to start the show off, we're going to bring a special guest in to do a little promoting. We got a big show coming in Saturday, AECW. So we're going to bring the interim general manager, Shooting with Shane.
Hey guys, how's it going this afternoon? This evening, I should say.
Yeah, going good. Hopefully you're doing well.
Doing well, Tony. Thank you. Really quick before we get started, guys, if you guys don't mind, I just want to take 10 seconds to say happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there. An extra happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there that do double duty. So we appreciate all the moms out there. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, you got a busy weekend coming up, a big Saturday for AECW. Won't you tell us about that a little bit?
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get into a few of my notes, but yeah, so AECW May 16th, we will be in the Sharpsville gym yet again in Sharpsville, Indiana. You guys can get your tickets at AECW on Facebook. You guys can hit up Shane Calsert, myself. So with that being said, the fans of Sharpsville voted myself to be the interim general manager. Obviously, Travis Southern, you guys know, the fans know he had to step aside for a little while. I'm very honored to take up that mantle, and I'm going to do my best to be a great interim general manager for All-American Championship Wrestling. So what I really want to announce is I'm really excited for this name. Okay, right? So AECW again, May 16th. So this coming Saturday, we're going to be at the Sharpsville gym in Sharpsville, Indiana. We're going to debut a new event entitled Vendetta. I think this plays perfectly off of our last event. So I'm very excited to announce the match card. Not only do I have the match card, I have a couple special things that I'm going to let you guys in on. And then maybe a couple things I'm not going to quite let you guys in on because, well, good old SWS, got to have secrets, right?
Yes.
So first of all, this is a match that I'm actually really excited for. Marcus, myself, and Chris was able to sit ringside and kind of see the fallout of this match that I'm about to announce. So I'm very excited for this. So we are going to see the AECW Women's World Championship defended. Okay. We are going to go ahead and get Ajax versus Paris McQueen. Now, both these ladies obviously are amazing in their own right, but what makes this match so exciting is the fallout that Marcus, Chris, and myself were able to see after the match from last month. So this match, what makes it so special is it's going to be title versus career. So Paris has put her career on the line, stating that if she can't be Ajax for the AECW Women's World Title, then she has no place there at AECW. So, that is one that I'm going to be watching very closely. We have an amazing women's division. These women go out there every night, and they put on a show, no matter where they are, especially at AECW, All American Championship Wrestling. So again, I'm looking very forward for that one. A guy that we haven't seen in a while. So I'm very curious to see where this one goes. We're going to see Strife versus Bad Country. Marcus, I know you know Bad Country. I know you know Strife. This is going to be a very hard-hitting match. I was actually in a match with Strife. Now, I never personally got physical with him, thank God. At that time, I had guys that, protected me. So, thankfully, I never really, had to be touched by him. But we do have that one. Now, here's a match that I'm really interested in. I am very interested in this one. We're going to have the former United States, the former AECW United States champion, Cruiser, taking on everyone's favorite homeless person, Hobo Jones. Now, Marcus knows, Chris knows at the last show, a lot of the fans know, as the interim GM, I did go ahead and, let the fans know that the AECW United States Championship has been distinguished, and I was honored to debut the brand new and inaugural champion and Juice with the All-American Championship. So, again, I will be paying very close attention to that match. One that I think Marcus and me, I think we were discussing this, Marcus, at the last show. Obviously, Ginseng versus Lucy B. Sweet. Ginseng came out. The match didn't happen. It was a count-out victory. Ginseng won. It was made very clear by Ginseng. She's very loud, very proud. I do have to respect that. Made it very clear that there was a reason that Lucy B. Sweet was not there in attendance for that one-on-one match. That did lead it into, we will get Ginseng and a mystery partner. Okay, now, again, being the interim GM, I gave Ginseng permission to go ahead and bring in a mystery partner. I do not know who the mystery partner is, so I'm going to be just as shocked as everybody in attendance to see who Ginseng chose as her mystery partner. But they will be taking on Little Missy, the Honey Badger, and Lucy B. Sweet. So that, again, that will be one that I will be paying attention to. We have Congo Kong, and then we have Tate Mansing, amazing talent. I've been a Tate Mansing fan for a very long time. So very excited to see those guys in action. Obviously, we will have Kelly's personal favorite wrestler, Nerd. Nerd will be in action. So we will have the fifth. So the fifth will be there. I made sure that, I got Nerd for you, Kelly. Okay, I made sure he was there. I know I'm making Marcus upset right now, but I think I've always done that. So, but yeah, we do have that. I'm going to do two more matches, and then I'm going to get into a couple things that I'd like to address when it comes to AECW with some stuff. This is a match that I seen this coming. I really did, because you can't trust the tapeworm, Tanner Kelly. Take it from me. you just can't trust the kid, right? So I was very happy to call both of them personally. And, you know, do you want the match? Yes, we want the match. Well, guess what? I'm your boss. I'm making the match official. So the co-main event for AECW Vendetta on May 16th is coming Saturday at Sharpsville. We will see the Tanner Kelly versus the one Jake Elliott. All I can say is this. I am a very biased interim general manager. Tanner Kelly, you reap what you sow. You asked for it. You got it. I made it official. Again, co-main event, the Tanner Kelly, the one Jake Elliott. After the events of what Marcus and I saw sitting front row. Marcus, I just want to say really quick before I go any further, what are your comments? What are your thoughts from where and how we got to this co-main event?
You mean where Tanner turned on Jake because Tanner
There you
can't take
go.
responsibility for anything he's ever done?
Thank you.
So once again, he's putting his responsibilities and he's making everybody else responsible for shit he does. So now Jake's going to hand his ass back to him.
And I definitely agree. And I think that Tanner has, I think Tanner's big mouth has finally caught up to him. And I don't think Tanner is prepared for what Jake is bringing. I've seen the videos and I've seen all this stuff. You know, Tanner's blaming Jake for everything. But hey, you know what? May 16th, AECW, Old School Lives, Vendetta. Tanner Kelly gets a chance to prove Marcus, you wrong, and myself wrong. Big mouth, you wanted it, you got it. Here we go. The main event for the night. Another match that I was very happy to make official. So in the main event, you know, you guys know Brody Botkins, amazing talent, has been an amazing Eternal Excellence champion thus far. He's been doing basically the Brody Botkins Open Challenge. So in the main event of AECW Vendetta, we will see the Eternal Excellence Championship defended by Brody, and his opponent will be IK3. And Marcus, really quick, I want to get your thoughts on that.
I don't have any thoughts right now. You shocked me.
It's a huge main event.
I just looked at Kelly like, you got to be shitting me.
That's a huge main event.
That is a huge main event. Absolutely. See, I think when I got brought in as the interim general manager, you know, the fans entrusted me enough to give them a good product. And I want to give the fans back the love that they've shown me in the last 3-4 months since I returned back in, I believe it was October for the Eternal Excellence Rumble. Marcus, correct? Yes.
I believe so, yes.
That's when I made my return? Yes. Yeah. Finally got my hands on that little tapeworm, Tanner Kelly. But yeah, I've tried to do everything right. I'm trying to right my wrongs, you know, and I love the ACW crowd. They've always, I love them. You know, let's just say that. Now, with that being said, here we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Last month, we saw a situation go down between our former ACW World's Heavyweight Champion, Damien DeVille, my good brother, too sweet, and a brother of mine, Ricky Guns, the Heathen, and myself. With that being said, in arguably the biggest match of Damien's career, he defended the World's Heavyweight Championship against John Hato, and Damien obviously lost the AECW World title. Huge shock. I was shocked. I was able to stand ringside, and I felt, I really don't know how I felt. It was, the energy was really up here, and then it was really low down here. It was a step back. With that being said, Damian DeVille did square off in a cage match a couple weeks ago with the Heathen Ricky Guns at BMW Big Money Wrestling at Locked Up. I was at ringside. I was in Damian's corner. I've never seen two people beat the entire hell out of each other. I mean, there was just so much hate there between these two individuals. Unfortunately, during that match, Damian DeVille did suffer a concussion. So, being the interim general manager and trying to do the right thing, I have to protect ACW's talent and roster. So, with that being said, I originally had it planned the rematch, Jean Hato, Damian DeVille, ACW World Heavyweight Championship on the line in the rematch at Vendetta this coming Saturday, May 16th in Sharpsville. Unfortunately, due to the concussion that Damian DeVille has suffered, after speaking to the doctors, Damian came to me personally and said, I will sign any waiver that you need me to sign, any waiver that ACW needs me to sign. I want Hato. Unfortunately, I cannot make that match official for May 16th because the doctors have spoken to me personally and they have put Damian on a 60-day medical suspension due to his concussion. Now, with that being said, I have to protect the talent in the roster, and Damian is on the roster and he is a talent. So as general manager interim, I have to do what's right and protect Damian as well. So May 16th, we will not get the rematch, Jean Hato versus Damian DeVille for the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. Now, Damian DeVille and I have spoken. He will be there on May 16th. He will be in attendance. I have been on multiple phone calls the last couple of weeks. Damian does have a legitimate rematch clause in his contract, and I've been working overtime to get that rematch ASAP. The AECW fans want it. The world wants it. We all want to see it. I personally want to see it. But again, unfortunately, after talking to the doctors the last 2-3 days, Damian cannot sign a waiver. I will not allow him to sign a waiver. He is on a 60-day suspension medical leave. With that being said, I am going to make that rematch happen as soon as possible. Now, I have been on a phone call all day since it's early afternoon. We have been on and off a call, me and another individual. Now, with that being said, since it is a debut of a new event, Vendetta, good old SWS, your interim general manager, I'm going to go out live in front of the AECW fans, and I'm going to make a very huge historical announcement regarding
I don't know.
Did we lose him?
Shane, you
yes,
froze
sir.
up. You're going to have to say that again. You got a
Okay.
huge announcement, and that's where you froze up at.
Yes. Okay. I will be more than happy to say that because I'm very, very proud of this. I have been on a phone call all day making this rematch happen, and I'm going to make this rematch happen. We're going to get there. Okay. Again, I've been on a phone call all day. I will be in attendance, obviously, at Vendetta, and I'm going to address the AECW crowd. And I have a huge, huge historical announcement regarding the AECW World Heavyweight Championship rematch. And if you want to know what that rematch is, then you're going to have to be there in attendance. And that's all I can tell you guys, okay? That's all I can tell you guys. This is arguably the biggest, if not one of the biggest, AECW announcements of all time. And I cannot wait to talk to the AECW audience.
Definitely, man. Sounds like the fans need to show up and see a great show and find out this big announcement.
Yeah, because like I said, man, it just Vendetta is a perfect name for my announcement. Let's just leave it at that, guys.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Marcus, you got anything to ask Shane before we let him get out of here?
No, I have a comment though. I am so glad you got to see, because if something happens to Shane, I'm the next one in line. I don't think I could have done what he just did, so I'm glad he won that.
Yeah,
I lost gracefully to him. So you're doing a fine job. I don't think I could have put together what you just did. So
thank you.
I mean, IK3 and Brody, come on.
yep.
You
That's right there.
shocked me. So, and you guys have been doing that for a while. So
again, guys, I just want to say, the ACW fans, they're expecting a lot from me. Marcus, you're expecting a lot from me. Everyone in attendance is expecting a lot from me, and I want to be that general manager who brings shock factor, shock value to ACW. And wait, what? Chris, can you bring that up again really quick for me? Damien. Wait, what? Okay. Like I said, I will stand by what the doctors have told me, Damien. And unfortunately, man, I'm sorry. Like, we're not doing, you're not medically cleared, bub. Like, I've got to protect you. I got to protect the roster. I care about all those guys. So yeah, like I said again, I don't know what else to say, man. Unfortunately, Damien is just not medically cleared, due to the concussion by the doctor. 60-day medical suspension. I agree with it. That's it, man. I mean, it's set in stone. That's what it's going to be. I'm the boss. I'm in charge. I have to protect the talent. And like I said, we have a huge announcement. So again, I'm very honored to be on the show, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm just trying to do the best that I can for the ACW crowd, and I'm gonna shock the entire world with the announcement that I have on May 16th.
Marcus, you have a question?
yeah, well, not a question. You want to tell them times, doors, bell time, ticket prices?
Yes.
And the address for those that don't know.
Yes. Okay. So address, you can go to ACW Old School Lives on Facebook, hit that search bar. You guys will see the personal flyer. All right. It is at the Sharpsville Gym. Doors open at 6, bell times at 7:05. We always have an amazing crowd. The crowd's always on fire, and I cannot wait. Like I said, guys, I'm telling you, I will personally shock the wrestling world with the announcement that I will personally make as the interim general manager. Good old SWS always comes through. And I will shock the world. May 16th, AECW Vendetta, Sharpsville Gym, Sharpsville, Indiana. Marcus, I will shock the world.
I'm looking forward to it.
Most
Mary,
definitely. Hey,
dear.
yeah, Shane, thanks for being on. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Chris. Marcus, you guys, I love you guys. Always a pleasure. Can't wait to see you guys again.
Yes.
You guys have a great evening, man.
Definitely. Definitely check out that show this weekend, guys. Doors open at 6. Shows at 7:05. Bell time is. They're at Sharpsville Gym. They're in Sharpsville, Indiana. It's going to be a great show. Real quick, just want to say hey to some of our people out there. Hey, House, hope you're doing great. Damien, hope you're doing well. Hey, Ricky Guns, hope you're doing well. And
Mary Owens.
well, fan Mary Owens said that she will be there.
Mary Owens.
So
it takes no shit off nobody.
Going to be a good show. We're going to be at a big show this Saturday also. Gonzo's Sports Room, at least some of us will be. Marcus will be there at ACW. Me and Chris will be at the Bearcat Rumble. But we'll have more news on that tomorrow, and we'll tell you about that tomorrow thing a little bit later in the show. Guys, let's move on. Let's bring in a couple of special guests, Wes Ryan and Will Asher. How's it going, guys?
Not too bad. How's it going?
Oh, good.
Wes, you're muted.
Yeah, I don't think I hear you, Wes.
That's all right. We don't want to hear from you.
Now I'm not muted.
Everybody's always hating on Wes. Why are you always hating on Wes for?
I need to figure out how to change my the little description thing of me. I don't know why Reggie is the client still, but
okay. Okay, well, Marcus, let's jump into the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling independent. I'm losing my place here. Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report for this weekend. I know you got some results, and then we got a lot to talk about with PopCon.
All right. Well, we'll go with the prayers first. Please pray for security guard Phil from WCWO. He did have a medical issue at PopCon. We will leave it at that. Also, WCWO rookie Dakota and 2 other family members. Oh, wait. WCWO rookie Dakota, Will Asher's father-in-law, unspoken prayers. And there's 2 more Dub family members that we will not mention who they are, unspoken prayers for them as well. So they just got too much going. They don't want that all out there, but they do need prayers. So, okay, birthdays. Juan Sanchez's sister Lena's birthday is today. NGW superfan from back in the day, Pastor Russ Alley, his birthday is today. Nick Diamond's birthday is Tuesday. Micro Little Aussie's birthday is on Tuesday. Mrs. Ricky Guns Karina's birthday is on Thursday. Face Collector's birthday is on Friday. Thunder Caddy's birthday is on Friday. The JICW promoter Stephen Hurt's birthday is on Saturday. Donovan Cecil's been a long weekend. Donovan Cecil's birthday is on Sunday. And Dayami, I think that's how you say it, we've seen her at Thunderstorm. Her birthday's on Sunday as well. So if you need prayers, we'll pray for you. If you want a happy birthday and it's your birthday and we forgot, happy birthday. Okay, I'm not going to go over all these results from PopCon, but I do have a couple other results. And then when we get in PopCon, we will talk about certain matches, but I'm not going to give all those.
Yes.
Okay, so Wes, you'll be surprised, but Reggie did come through for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too. I really didn't think I'd have these, but here we go. Thanks to Reggie Edwards, WCW Outlaw Arena on Friday.
I'll figure it out.
Cameron Savern defeated Eric Onyx. Mark Magnus disguised himself as a cameraman and surprise attacked Phoenix during his promo. Madman Pondo and Roger Ketchum defeated Ruthless Domination in a double DQ, or in a no DQ match. I'm sorry. Andre Stray and Pogo defeated Brody Botkins and Johnny Blaze. Pogo tied Blaze to the guardrail during the match, or during the finish. Maliko defeated ZJK. Austin Shawn defeated Zach Nova. Will Asher, Waterboy, and Ray Pack. I guess that must have been a fatal 4-way. Gabriella Rosewood brought out Rampage to beat down Will Asher. We'll ask him about that here in a little bit. Elijah Arrows defeated Logan Myers because Austin Shawn distracted referee so Zach Nova could hit Logan and cause the loss. And then Phoenix defeated CJ Cyclone. Phoenix's son came out and tried to talk him into not cheating. Phoenix told him to go away. So Oliver kicked him in the dick and gave him a swanton bomb. That is exactly how those results were sent to me. So
okay, kicked him in the dick. Okay.
So okay, then our friend of the podcast, Steve Miller, went over to Ohio on Saturday. Ascend Pro Wrestling Make Your Name number 7. Norwood Recreation Center in Norwood, Ohio on Saturday. Big Time Savon defeated Justin Xavier. Hooks defeated Damian Daniels to retain the APW TV title. Casey Clay pinned Dayami. Bruce Gray and Ron Mathis defeated Vincent Slade and Butcher Manson to win the vacated APW tag titles. Zachary Dawn pinned Austin Elm. Sergeant Ledbetter pinned Jake Shepard to retain the APW World title. And Tay the Kid defeated Mike Howard, Bomani, Gigi Jacobs, and Marcus Darby in a ladder match and captured the Make Your Name contract taken challenge for any title of his choice. And that was his match of the night. So that's the results I have. We can go over popcorn whenever you're ready, and then we'll go because I'm not going to announce all those, but
Yeah, let's talk a little popcorn. Let's go to Will Asher first, and just get his quick thoughts on what he thought of popcorn and his weekend there at popcorn with the matches he had. I know he had a very busy weekend.
Very busy. First of all, I enjoyed popcorn. I love it. Different type of shows because it's not wrestling fans you see on a regular basis. So completely different crowd. My matches, not all of them went my way. I did enjoy it. I think my favorite match of the weekend was probably the one. Which one was it? I think it was the 5-way scramble match we did, elimination. Ultimately, that didn't go my way either, but still a lot better than I expected it to be. When you get those multi-man matches, they get a little crazy sometimes. So, but I highly enjoyed my weekend. I had a great time with the fans, the other guys in the locker room. So, plus also I got to see someone else get a Bissinator instead of me. I highly enjoyed watching Luigi get hit with that. So,
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing of the whole weekend.
That must have been while I was gone.
yeah,
Wes,
Yeah.
what was your weekend like? You was a little more behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Seen you off and on a little bit.
It was pretty hectic, honestly. I was trying to get everything under control, but the trainees that we have helping us with stuff really did a good job this weekend, making sure things went relatively smoothly. So I appreciate that from them. So now they'll all do bad because I gave them a compliment. But it was pretty hectic, but it was fun though. I got to commentate a few different times with different people. I didn't get to join you guys sadly because we were on the other side of the room. I just didn't have time. But but it was a good weekend though. I had fun. So
Yeah, just so you know, any mistake that happened, Marcus blamed you for it. So
I already got into it with him in the hallway, and they set me straight on who actually was to blame. So
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Marcus, your thoughts on this very eventful PopCon?
Well, first of all, the numbers, there are 13 shows and 64 matches. So busy weekend. I don't know what to say other than we loved it. As Will kind of touched on it, we were producing a product that's not normally what we produce, considering this wasn't our normal fans. And that could be told with how some of these matches were set up. A lot of entertaining things took place that you wouldn't see at the dub because these are different people that were putting this product in front of. It was good to see Madman Pondo all weekend. Never, to be honest, I never thought we'd see minor hardcore. I know you had to tone him down some. But the match, I mean, like I said, I talked to Warren earlier. The funniest match was we had that 6-way with TJ and Robert Ketchum and Pondo taking on Waterboy, CJ Cyclone, and Hammer, and it was like two matches going on at the same time because TJ and Hammer in the ring, and we didn't commentate anything they were doing. And then all of a sudden, the show was over, and we lost somebody. Must have won, and because we're watching everything on the outside. So
Yeah, it was crazy. What?
Seeing Maliko coming out as a highlight reel guy was extremely funny. Watching the referee get Bronco busted by Kurt Busiek was funny.
It's actually the Boostinator. Yeah, I just don't want you to get. I just don't want him to try to Boostinate you.
What?
It's the Boostinator whenever Kurt Busiek does it.
Oh, well, he'll come and tell me if I'm wrong, and he will.
He'll boost you up, man.
Well, as long as he keeps that oil off of me, I don't care.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't want to get diddied?
Whatever you call that. The fans, I'll tell you, these fans are funny because all of a sudden you'd hear strange and weird comments, and when they say, he works at Jiffy Lube, and I'm dying. It's like, we can talk more. I could go for a while, but it was a fantastic weekend. So,
yeah, it was fantastic. Especially, I thought day 2 was outstanding. Nothing was bad on any 3 days. So, just great shows, a lot of fun. Seen several matches that could be considered for match of the year candidates. Definitely, one of the shows on day 2, in my opinion, might be, still a long way to go, but definitely going to be considered for show of the year. It was at least in my book, it was outstanding. Yeah, man, it was just a blast. Chris, what about you?
No, it was a great weekend. Really wasn't surprised though. It was every time we've done a convention with WCWO, it's went real smooth. All the guys have came out and stepped up and performed. Even young guys that get opportunities step up and perform. But no, I agree with you. I think day 2 was probably the strongest day, probably show wise, but wasn't nothing bad. But before I can continue, I did have one of my favorite moments of the weekend. I was going to play real quick.
Oh,
okay.
That is a big deal, really. Yeah.
And that's not the right one.
I'll tell you, you got some sad humor if Timmy Jackson running out of the ring.
No, that's not the one that was supposed to be. Hold on. I think I went to the wrong show.
Good, dude.
I did. I'll have to play here in a second. I pulled up the wrong one.
Okay, we'll let you get that. Yeah, it was.
I'll throw another one because me and Will kind of had what we all did because Will kind of walked up on me.
Yeah.
With me doing the Rampage chant, and I got caught. So,
yeah, Marcus injured himself doing the Rampage.
Oh, I did. That arm was cramped up on me and everything. It was.
That's something I never thought I would say. Marcus Fine injures himself doing the Rampage.
I have to deal with Rampage doing that enough, and my own daughter. I got to walk up on you doing it now.
Yeah.
You could have timed that any better because it's like, oh.
The fact that they tried to point me out to you was great.
Will, is there something that stood out to you, a match, a moment that stood out to you, whether it involved you or not, for this weekend?
I didn't get to watch everything because obviously I'm in the back getting ready for my stuff. But one thing that I was proud of and I was proud to see was Abby finally to be able to get back in the ring.
Yeah,
that one right there is probably, other than Luigi getting hit with the Boostinator, that was funny. But I'm very proud of Abby. Not when she goes by Rosewood right now, but Abby.
Yeah,
I'm proud of her. I know it's been a long time coming for her.
Yeah,
and as a person that went through the same injury.
Yeah, that was one of the highlights of the weekend. Definitely, man. The crowd went crazy. Wrestlers went crazy. Yeah, it was definitely a big highlight. Chris, did you get that clip?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh no! One of my favorite parts of the weekend.
Gabby. I thought he was going to spike it.
Yeah, this was probably the moment of the weekend right here.
I mean, who don't like seeing Mike Noble get destroyed?
Wow.
Yes, he got destroyed right here, baby.
He got
I'll tell you what.
I'll see the picture I took of it. It'll be released later today or tomorrow.
I didn't have that on my bingo card today. Oh, shit, we ain't done yet. Look at this.
I put some medicine.
This is fantastic.
I won't.
Go watch Daddy on the TV.
Yeah,
No, that was one of my
absolutely-
favorite moments of the weekend. Plus, like you guys were talking about, then getting to see Abby have her first singles match yesterday. That was also cool.
Yeah,
Here,
sure.
yeah.
What
Well
about
said.
you, Wes? What about for you?
Well, I don't know. It's hard for me to really like pick. Like sometimes I get so focused on like commentating and everything, and I kind of like forget. But honestly, I really enjoyed everything. I really enjoyed. There was a moment on I think day 2 where we had a really full room, and it just like it sounded like we were in like almost like a arena, like an arena, like a really big one. And that was really cool for me on the production end of things to be able to hear that and like be able to hear people cheering and like it just sounding like a big roar. That was cool for me. I think that honestly, like I hate to give him any credit, but I think a lot of my favorite matches were probably from Mike Noble. I saw him do a lot of things that I don't normally see him do. Don't roll your eyes at me. I liked your match with Waterboy also. I thought you were going to break him in half. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I like Jake Oman and Logan Myers' match that they had also.
Great match.
It was really good too. So yeah.
Cameron Saturn and Dex Royal had a hell of a match on that. I think it was like the second to last show on day 2.
I thought it was. Was it the second to last? I thought it was. I can't remember now. I know it was on day 2. I know that.
Day 2, show 2, Dex versus Cameron.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's the show that I thought was just a little bit above everything else. That match is up, in my opinion, for match of the year. There's several matches on that show that was, but again, one thing I wanted, I think it was Marcus that may have brought it up. Definitely want to give a shout out to all the young wrestlers. I think WCWO's young wrestlers are coming through more than maybe any time before. I mean, there's just so many of them. I mean, they're really stepping up. And don't get me wrong, it seems like somebody steps up every year at the cons and the PopCon, Comic-Con. But I was really impressed with the young talent, the way they stepped up. Everybody. Well, the first day, me and Marcus and Chris noticed, man, people were just beating the hell out of each other. It was like they were all hyped up and they were just braining it. And they were physical and they were hitting hard. That especially day 1, the first, all those shows. So it was just impressive by Joey and his whole crew, all the wrestlers. It's really cool every year to see them take that big picture. Every year, I think it means a lot to Joey and just a great crew. I mean, just outstanding. Marcus, you got any more thoughts?
Well, I do. Me and Kelly would like to thank everybody because, we have mobility issues. But everybody, once again, was right there for us to make sure we got in the cars, get out of the cars, get our stuff where we're going. We want to thank everybody for that, as always. We're just very happy to be a part of this. Like I said, if you told me 10 years ago I'd be commentating at the convention center, like, yeah, whatever. In fact, if you told me that 5 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. But
This was what, your third time?
This is my third con, yes. Yeah, second year, my third con. And then, of course, we're getting ready to do it here in a month. It will be a month. We'll be doing it again. So,
yeah.
I don't want to say it's just that, like I said, I'm living a dream I didn't know I had. So, Tony, if you hadn't had me come on, and I'm coming up on Bearcat Rumble Saturday. Am I going into my third year, or did I just finish my third year anyway? Because it was the Bearcat Rumble 2 years ago or 3 years ago that I joined you guys. So
Yeah. Time goes so fast, Marcus. I can't. I have a hard time keeping up with it. Yeah, it's definitely at least in his third year. So, I appreciate Marcus coming in. Him and Kelly are fantastic people, and it's made our shows and program better. And bringing in Warren Misery, who couldn't be with us tonight, he had something going on, and Big Glenn, a part of Gonzo'S
Did
Sports
the
Room.
Pistons lose? Did the Pistons lose last night or something? Is that why Warren ain't here?
No, it's Warren's wife's
No,
car.
I know. I'm just giving him a hard time.
I think they did lose though. Yeah, I think they lost Sunday, so he could be in morning. That's possible. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I know Chris gets wore out, Marcus gets wore out, Kelly, and I get wore out. And it ain't even close to what Joey and his crew and all these wrestlers. I know you was gonna I think you had a little trivia question.
Well, actually, I got the numbers.
Okay.
So, 13 matches, 13 shows.
Okay.
Who worked most of them? Who worked the most?
Who worked the most matches? Okay.
Yeah. So, Will, did you have a number on how many matches at PopCon you wrestled?
PopCon just alone, I believe it was 10.
No, I have 9 unless I miscounted.
I can't remember how many I did altogether. I can't remember all of them.
You tied for second, a 3-way tie for second.
Oh, nice.
So who had the top spot?
It was me.
Top spot. Who you think it was, Chris?
I hate to give him credit. Was it Noble?
I was going to say Noble.
Noble tied with you. Now, okay, who had the top spot and who was the third tie? Who was the third person?
If it wasn't Noble, Waterboy, he was in a lot of freaking matches.
Oh, because he missed he only wrestled 6 or 7 of them.
It seemed like he wrestled a lot.
Was it Pogo?
Pogo had 10.
Pogo.
Pogo, yeah.
That's
and so who tied with you guys? You and Noble.
And Mark Magnus?
No.
I was going to say Magnus or Saturn.
Magnus had 8.
Was it Cameron Saturn?
Yes. Cameron Saturn had 9. You and it was you, Noble, and Saturn at 9, and CJ Cyclone and Magnus had 8. And then you could put Eric Onyx in there, but he came out a couple times where he didn't wrestle. So I think he had 9, but 2 of those he came out with Busey, and then that's all he did. He didn't work those. So
Eric, Rampage in general.
Yeah. I forgot, by the way, it was he reminded me since he popped up in the chat, but it was cool to see TJ Powers get in the ring. He hasn't been in the ring since.
And again, I apologize to TJ that we did not commentate his match because but that was a funny story in itself that we won't go into here. But
yeah, we got a fan on here that was there all 3 days. He was the guy with the megaphone. I remember him.
Furry hat. Furry hat.
Yep,
2 of
Furry
those
Hat.
days. Yes, and he told us that we would see him at Comic-Con.
Yeah, a lot of fans.
This big boy that Poando brought in, Robert Keckman. My goodness, that guy reminds me of a very young Terry Gordy. There's nothing flashy about him, but buddy, he beat your ass.
Yeah, I thought he was impressive. That's the first time ever seeing him. So yeah, I thought he was impressive. I did think that the crowd at PopCon was down a little bit this year compared to at least other years we were there. I think we missed PopCon last year.
Well, Comic-Con's always been bigger. PopCon's usually smaller.
Yeah, it's usually smaller than Comic-Con, but it just seemed like this year was a little bit smaller than in the years past.
I thought Saturday was pretty good. Sunday, being on Mother's Day, I'm sure hurt it some. But yeah, it was a great event. I seen that they've already got dates for next year. I know I've seen PopCon post that they thought things went great. I think this was their 13th year. I believe, if I remember correctly, going into their 14th year next year. So PopCon's a lot of fun, guys. If you've never been, I'm not. I go over into the rooms and stuff, and I don't know a lot of this anime stuff, but a lot of cool looking stuff. Comic-Con's a little bit more my speed, but just man, a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun, and hey, WCWO does what WCWO does. They knock it out of the park. You know, that's just the way it is, whether people like hearing that or not. It's just pretty cold hard facts.
Yeah, we do.
And
Yeah,
got-
I actually,
and not slowing down anytime soon because they got a busy schedule coming up for this summer.
We
yeah,
sure do.
I actually walked into the room on Sunday, and there was two gentlemen looking in the room, took a couple steps in, and said, "Man, this they've never been there, never seen WCWO before," and they was looking at the setup, and they were really impressed. They said, "This is pretty good." He said, "This is pretty impressive," you know. And this was somebody had never seen the product before and never seen the setup before, you know. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And I'm sure there's going to be some people that was at PopCon that will show up at the Dub and never been at a Dub show before.
Keller and I plan on being at the Dub Friday to see if we do get some carryovers.
Well, I had asked.
In the bathroom.
If I mugged him, he wouldn't have his fingers attached to be able to type anything. I would have broke all them off. So obviously, he's got me mixed up with somebody else.
I feel like Will Asher doesn't have a need for money. So like, yeah.
Will bid, Wes.
Huh?
If Will owes you money, then go get it.
He doesn't owe me money.
Oh,
I said I don't think Will has a reason to need money because he needs blood and stuff.
Just give me violence, I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's on his shirt.
Yeah. We had asked Will, Wes, excuse me, and Will to have some questions. Let's Wes go first and see if he's got a question for us, guys.
All right. I want Marcus to answer this question first.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it since Friday.
There's a Dub Thursday afternoon or morning, I guess it was.
Yeah. Yeah, was it? So I would like to know what Marcus finds 5 moves of Doom would be.
See, how do we say that? See, I only need one because I knew what she's going to ask.
No, you need 5. You need 5. So I said 5.
Okay, this elbow punching you in the back of the head like this 5 times. Okay, I don't know if they're Doom. I love a power slam, a well executed power slam.
Okay.
There's not a lot of moves that I really thrive on. I guess the power slam goes back to Road Warrior Animal because he's the only one that ever really done it beautifully. I'm old school. I like to see old school stuff. I like to see when like Zach Nova did a monkey flip. We've seen some bulldogs this weekend. That's in memory of Basher. Basher used to do a bulldog. He called it the 8-second ride. We thought we was going to see a figure 4 leg lock, but it ended up being a step over toe hold. See, I'm getting there better. I'm getting there better, Wes.
Yeah.
And then anytime you take out your commentator or opponent partner when he's sitting next to you and being a smartass.
Everybody wants to take me out when I run their commentary.
Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
Too.
Because I give it to him too, because he gave me the opportunity to do PopCon last year. So
yeah.
Chris, what would be your 5 moves of Doom?
Oh, you're muted again, by the way.
He's always muted. He's the one who runs it. He forgets he mutes himself. See, I deal with commentating all over.
Oh,
too.
You go first.
Well, I was trying to think.
I know what you're doing.
Well, see, I think of finishing moves, so it's kind of hard for me. And I probably wouldn't do it because I couldn't do it like Jake the Snake Roberts. But Jake the Snake Roberts DDT is probably one of my favorite moves all time, and not just anybody's DDT. Jake the Snake Roberts DDT, because nobody can do it like Jake did. I mean, nobody. I was always. Chris, what's that one move? Maybe Marcus can remember the one where they take them straight up and it had different names. Brain Buster, different names would basically take them straight down on their head.
Oh, like a vertical suplex, but take them straight down.
They got them up instead. It's Jimmy Garvin did it. There was some other guys, but I can't remember their name.
A few of those this weekend.
Well, yeah, I'm really a fan of that move. Back elbow. I've always been a fan of that. The European uppercut. Big fan of that. And there's a good old knee upside the head. What about you, Chris?
Don't have to be fancy to be effective. You're right, Joey.
Probably Tombstone pile driver. I've always been a fan of, and a pile driver. I used to love Jerry Lawler's pile driver back in the day. Randy Orton snatch up power slam. I think he does that about as good as anybody. That'd be right up there as one of my favorites. And used to be the super kick, but I kind of got burnt out on the super kick because everybody just started using it all the time.
All right.
Angle slam.
Yeah, another one that we seen this weekend. I think we only seen it once. May have seen it hooked up, but I actually finished the match. A sleeper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did see a sleeper finish the match this weekend, and it's something we don't see a lot of anymore. So yeah,
Will's the one that done it.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, that was awesome to see, man. I like that old school stuff. Will, do you have a question for us?
Well, you guys actually already kind of answered one that I had. It was like most memorable moment of PopCon, to go with the PopCon theme. But the other one I had was, if you could have put a match or two with any wrestler, you can do it for PopCon or just in general. Take a big name and put them against any independent wrestler that you see. Who would you want to see go against each other?
Okay, for me, IK3 and Seth Rollins. What I would like to see. What about you, Marcus?
No, move to Chris. Now it's his turn to be put on the spot.
Ooh, that's so an independent person and a TV guy.
Well, I can do one, I guess, real quick. I mean, it's from the past, but we can do, since Will Asher's in here. Him and Jackson Morgan could take on like Public Enemy, or Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. I mean, I'd like to see, because they're hard. You guys are all hardcore.
I had another one.
highly enjoy that.
I had another one to come to my mind: Swerve Strickland and Dex Royal.
Yeah.
All right,
Javon Evans and Zay Gates. I mean, we can get all kinds of them.
Marcus, you just stole mine, dude. I was going with Zay Gates because if you remember, I keep saying I think Zay Gates could be like that on TV.
I'm so sorry.
Well, because I was going to go with that one because originally I'd have went probably IK3 and somebody, but Dad done out, so I was like, I won't do IK3. I'll go with Zay. I was trying to think of Javon Evans' name. That's what I was doing. I tried to think of his name, but Marcus said it. I was like, that's what I was on.
Oh, sorry. That's first one. We'll be the last.
Kelly wants to take on Dex.
I thought Kelly'd want to take on Nerd, but okay.
Yeah.
The match I would like to see. I would like to see a rematch of IK3 and MJF. I got to watch that when they wrestled at the Dub a few years ago. I'd like to see like a present day.
They played that video during shows this past weekend.
Yeah. That's where we've seen it, I believe. Wes, what about you?
Let's see. To be honest, one thing I've kind of been wanting to see is Mike Noble versus Randy Orton. I feel like that would be cool. But yeah. Yeah. I feel like I should think of more, but that's a big one that comes to mind.
Zay versus Eddie Guerrero. I mean, we can go all night on this.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I got a question, guys. Favorite match you've seen in 2026? What about you, Will?
Let me think about that one for a second.
Okay, anybody got one?
I will look at my notes.
Go ahead.
Well, I gotta look at my notes.
I'm gonna say the Fatal 4-Way at ICW with Zay Gates, Cody Lee, IK3, and La Estrella.
Yeah, I have that on my list.
Yeah, that's a pretty high for me too. As is Cameron Saturn and Dex.
Oh, there's been a
I
bunch
tell
of
you,
good ones, but
that last match that closed out the show, them guys put on a show, man. That was
oh
fun.
yeah,
That,
yeah, that
that was
was
like
fun.
that 6-way or whatever it was at the end. That was a good one
Yeah,
because I sat down and watched that one.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I seen you there in the audience. Yeah,
Yep.
it was a lot of fun. Uh,
That's
how
a
about
that's a tough question because I've seen quite a few matches this year.
yeah. You being at the Dub all the time and on the road with the Dub, you see a lot of good stuff.
And I go to other promotions too.
Yeah.
So,
So you want mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I got 4 already on the list. We'll be happy with my 4th one. AVW, Jimmy Carrot versus Dakota versus IK3 for the title, Danville, Illinois. Brody versus Maliko in the 2 out of 3 fall Extreme Falls match. That happened in the end of February. The ICW title of 4-way that Chris just mentioned. And then I had the WCWO stipulation Rampage versus Slaughterhouse in the body bag match.
Okay.
I really like the casket match, but that was last year.
Yeah,
that casket match.
Wes, do you have anything?
Yeah, I think my favorite one I've probably seen this year. I mean, there's been a lot of really good ones, but I think my favorite ones I've seen so far this year is probably Maliko and Jackson Morgan actually had a match. It was like the first week after Maliko won the Outlaw title, and it was really good. It was a really long match, and I felt like it was really entertaining to watch and really got me into it. So
That would be a good one.
I'm not saying just because he's my partner, but anytime those two get together, it's usually a brutal physical fight between those two.
Yeah. Also answers Kelly's question, Kelly. I think that's how we're supposed to answer that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Okay. You want to answer first, Will?
I think she's trying to get me in trouble.
Is Cadence right there?
No, but she's watching it in the other room.
Well, then you better say it because I told her, I said, well, I'll lose because Cadence will make him say it. So
Yeah. If my daughter has any say so, yeah, she'll come out here and beat me right now. Kelly's gonna have to win this one, and I'm also supposed to tell Marcus and Kelly that she loves you guys.
Yeah,
we love you too, sweetie.
Okay, Wes.
What? Oh.
Oh,
What?
Oh crap!
What? Answer Kelly's question.
I didn't answer Kelly's question. I said Kelly.
Oh, okay. You did already answer. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Marcus, man, that's supposed to be your guy, Marcus. What the hell?
well, because we're too mean to each other anymore.
Told you I was gonna get in trouble.
Hi, sweetie.
You are in Tennessee City.
Hey, go away, baby.
You're sick.
Hang on a minute. No,
Hold on, come here.
Chris, make her big if you could.
Hi, sweetie.
Hang on a minute. We're going to make it big.
I love you.
Hey,
I love you.
come here. She wants to see you. Look. Hey, put the dirt down.
Ah.
Blowing kisses. All right.
There we go, Kelly.
Go play. Go back inside. You gotta get ready for bed soon. You got school tomorrow.
Yep, that's right. Gotta get ready to bed soon.
Okay, Marcus, did you have a question for these guys?
Go
I
play.
did. Wes, if you don't mind telling us, how did you get started doing what you're doing? Did you come into the Dub wanting to be a wrestler, or did you come into the Dub wanting to be a production guy?
So I came into the Dub technically wanting to be a wrestler. To be honest, I really just needed something to do. I moved up here. I moved to Indianapolis from Evansville to be with my wife, and I spent like the first 4 years I was here having like no social circle. So I was just like, I want to do something different. And I've been watching WWE for a couple of years, and I've always been pretty good at like improv type stuff. So I wanted to, so I was like, you know what? I think that's something I can do because I hadn't actually done it yet. So I showed up and I just literally Googled like wrestling training school, and WCW was the closest one to me. So I showed up there, and then I remember that David Light and Rachel Armstrong were in front of me in like the training lines, which are like, and like they did like a front roll, and it just looked like they were superheroes, and I was like, oh no, I can't do that. And I actually couldn't do a front roll for like 3 months, but I tried every time, and yeah, everybody in the back was so supportive. Like I've never had a group of people be as supportive of me as like I've had at WCWO. You know, I feel like I could be like trying my best, but like throwing up and crying in the middle of the ring, and they would be like, "You got this, buddy."
That's awesome.
You know, and that's pretty cool.
I
But
was there on his first day.
Yeah.
And the first day he actually completed a front roll. So I watched him grow. So
yeah,
he worked very hard.
So ask me to do quarter rolls. Because I can't do those. But yeah, but then I started doing production stuff with Brian and Reggie, and I really found out that I really like that. It's a lot of fun for me to, you know, make the show happen in that way. So the production side of it is really like that's where I've been at. After Thunderstorm last year, I decided I wanted to focus on that part of it. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to make the production a little bit, you know, me and everybody else have been trying to make the production a little bit better every week. So
yeah. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, Chris thought he wanted to be a wrestler and took 3 chops and found out it wasn't for him. So
that's not exactly how it went. But
no, I know what exactly. But I think you found out that it wasn't for you, did you?
Well, I knew it went for me before that because of my body.
Before you did that, yeah, that's true. I just had to give you some shit. What about Marcus? You got a question for Will?
Did you have any interesting fan interactions over the weekend out in the hallway?
Well, he tried to mug somebody in the bathroom.
Well, that's accused of.
Yeah. Like I said, if it was me, he wouldn't have the fingers attached still. I did have one fan was in the front row pretty much every time, wore this like weird red dress with cat ears or whatever.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, cornered me against the wall like 2 or 3 times, just asking questions, and then also just told me they could take me and beat me up every time. Like after every show, once they saw me, just bum rushed me up against the wall. Like, let's go. Like, dude, I will take those cat ears and make you cry. Calm down. But
did you see the phone? He kept trying to show his phone to everybody. What was on his phone? Or
I have no idea.
Okay. We'll have to ask Cameron Saturn and Maliko because I know they actually took it.
Luigi.
Okay, I'll ask Luigi.
Okay.
So I
Chris,
kept something on his phone and kept trying to get people to look at it. I didn't know what he was showing everybody.
Yeah, that I'm not sure. Usually I do my best to interact with fans, but when the same fan bum rushes me after almost every show, give me a second to breathe, man. Just got kicked in the face like 3 times.
Yeah. Chris, do you have a question for these guys?
You're muted again.
You're muted.
I know I mute because of the background and then I'll forget. But what's the hardest thing about like doing a show like for PopCon, and then you got the dub shows as well, and like you had said earlier, they're different crowds at a convention. A lot of the fans, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there's a lot more fans there that might not be wrestling fans. Where at a dub show, most of the people there are wrestling fans and kind of know what's going on. Is there anything that makes that hard, or maybe what's the biggest difference?
Well, the ones at the dub, we know them and we know how we interact with them on a regular basis. We know what gets them going and what can set them off, and versus at PopCon or Comic-Con, you really don't know until you go out there. That's the best thing about doing multiple shows during the weekend, though, is eventually you kind of learn, because a lot of the same fans come back for almost every show. Mm-hmm. So eventually you kind of learn what they will react to. So once you get that, it becomes a little easier. So. Or I could just beat up on Wes and probably make everyone excited. So
what? Reggie's calling me.
Hit him up and ask him what he wants. Go in your life. What the hell?
Yeah.
Let him know that Will Ashley needs to talk to him about last Friday at the Dub.
Yeah.
That-
Hey,
that-
I'm doing Gonzo's at the moment. I didn't mute to answer this, by the way. Do what? Yeah, I'll call you after I'm done.
we get Reggie on the show.
They invited me, and I'm
We
a
don't even
sucker
invite 'em.
for attention, so I thought I'd.
Said they invited me. He's
They
a sucker
they
for
wanted
attention.
they wanted cool people, so they. Yeah,
Tell him to get on here and make
I'm
a
sorry.
comment.
Yeah, make a comment or something, and they'll, yeah. You should watch it. So they can give us.
Yeah, we need more fans.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll call you after I'm off here. So I'm sorry. See ya. Okay.
I tell you, that's one of the cool things about the cons is when I'll be watching in the crowd and see somebody that you can tell has never been to a wrestling show. They've just stepped in there, they sat down, and then they see how hard that they hit or some of the stuff, and their eyeballs about pop out of their head and their mouths open, they don't know because they've never seen it. They may have seen it on TV, passing or something, but when they see it live, it's just a completely different experience for them. That's really, really cool to see. I really enjoy that. Guys, you got anything else for these guys before we let them go?
I don't think so. Just thanks for coming. Will.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We
Thanks for having
appreciate
us.
you, Will.
Thanks for the last minute replacement of the guy that came on anyway. So we needed a worker's perspective too, and it was great to have you.
Yeah, that worked out
Thanks for
great.
having
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. We appreciate you guys. And before we get out of here, I did want to say tomorrow we've got a very special show. We'll be on live from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. We'll be at Greek's Pizzeria here in Muncie doing a fundraiser for the Muncie Central Bearcat Wrestling Clubs and also promoting the big event they've got this Saturday. There's the Dine to Donate. We'll be there live, and we'll have talking to some of the high school wrestlers and the coaches, and we'll be who knows who we may have on the air. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys can join us for that. I know last year was fantastic. So we'll be doing that. And again, like I said, this Saturday at Muncie Central High School, a great, the Bearcat Rumble. See that the tickets there are $10 for general admission, $20 for floor seats.
I will be there.
Yeah, great. And $200 for tables. It's a great cause. Always a great show. So definitely check it out. I do believe doors open at 6, bell time at 7. You guys can hit up the DCCW page.
Doors open at 6, bell times at 7.
Yep. And you can see about getting tickets, or you can get tickets at the door. The Central's are a very big facility, so you can get tickets at the door.
If you are coming to the show, you'll enter in the back of the building. There at Muncie Central High School, you'll go around. You'll see where all the cars are back there. But you'll enter.
Yeah, I think it's door 11.
I do think it's door 11. I think you're right.
So it's going to be a great show, and check us out tomorrow and check that out. That big show. I know there's some other shows this weekend, some great shows. We promoted AACW. I know
FEW's running in Greenfield.
Yeah, FEW's running in Greenfield. So there's some very good shows to check out. Try to support independent wrestling.
Of course, every Friday at the Dub Arena.
WCWO every Friday. Best.
Hey, Dad, what's the address? What's the address, Dad?
1151 Kentucky Avenue.
Oh, he got it right. He finally got it.
Right there.
I wasn't sure about the 51. That's why I hesitated. I knew it was 11. I knew Kentucky Avenue. The only reason I knew Kentucky because I hate Kentucky. So the school, not the town, the school.
State.
You live in Kentucky, you're all right. If you support Kentucky basketball, you suck.
You don't like the Wildcat?
No. I'm IU, baby. IU. Well, we appreciate again you guys coming on, and we appreciate everybody out there watching. Oh yeah.
Hey, don't forget our Wednesday show this week. Wrestling Spotlight.
Yeah. With Phoenix. Check that out. That's at 8 p.m.
do watch along with Phoenix on some of his unique matches he's had the last 3 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
Jesus.
we'll give you a good heads up that June we'll have Will Asher on with some of his. So
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. Maybe we can get Will in the ring and sometime. Maybe he can take on Gabby Abbey, and then we could talk about that.
Rosewood's already on Will Asher's shit list. So her,
Okay.
her and Rampage. So
Rampage.
All right.
Marcus,
Well,
you might be safe from my daughter for right now, but eventually you keep going. I'll put you on that list too.
me and Kenneth James, we had Mike Noble commentate with us for a show, and then we had Kenneth James, and me and Kenneth, KJ's down at one end doing the right arm, and I'm on the other end doing the left, and the guys are just looking at.
Another person I have a lot of history with.
I was surprised Landon didn't even come back after the first show or the first day because of Pogo and all his. Because Landon's just like, it's like Pogo chewing on people and that bear. And
Pogo on his teeth. He bit me on the nose this weekend. And the hand.
I got the CJ Cyclone nose biter, but I didn't get yours.
It's hard with my grandson Landon to know if he had a good time or not, but he actually told my wife he had a good time.
Okay.
She said he had a good time. He liked PopCon, but he thinks he really would like Comic-Con.
Well, I bet he would.
Yeah, he'll like Comic-Con. He'll like a lot more of the booths and stuff that they have. But yeah, he was starting to get into it more over the weekend because I was watching. He was starting to get into some of the matches and stuff. So he hadn't been to a wrestling show until the
Get
last
your little
couple
butt
months.
inside.
Probably what, 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's been 10 years since he started going with us.
We appreciate
It's
everybody
different.
watching. Oh, go ahead, Dad. My bad.
It's different when you're 8 years old and hadn't seen it for 10 years. And you're 18. It's definitely a different perspective.
No.
All right, we appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Go check out WCWO Wrestling on all their social media, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Oh! Like a fist! Hit him with the fireball. Hit him with this before, dog.
Chances, it's over! Oh! Canadian Destroyer off the top!
She's going to the top, guys!
Nice! Not quite yet!
Super cold red from the top. Now she's up the top. She hits this. It's over.
Oh, that's it. Violets. I like violets. You know I am.
Oh, shit, violence!
Did you hear that?
Yes, he threw the trash can right off Jordan Jenkins' head.
Did you hear that?
What? Oh, shit! What a super kick! Yeah! Zay Gage just took IK3's head off. Oh, what a shot! This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
Okay, let's go with